Queens and gentle Xenos, coming to you live from Rick Priestley's luxurious mansion. This is the #1 Tyranid shitshow on the internet, the Creature Conference, and here is your host, Mr. Pink.
Hello, and welcome all you folks out there in internet land. My mic was on the wrong thing last time, so I'm going to make sure it's the right thing. Sorry for starting a little later than usual. I had some puppy problems that I had to deal with. Oh, that's why my mic sounds. How about now? Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I had to deal with some puppy problems. I am solo puppy parenting this weekend because Nora is away with other Norn Queens doing fun Norn Queen things. And my puppy decided to have an attack from Nurgle, sort of, or something. So had to go deal with that. But I'm happy to be joined tonight by my co-hosts Flynnhammer. Want to say hello, Flynnhammer?
Hello.
And the mighty Hydra. Want to say hello, Hydra?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Thank you both for being so patient. Thank you for joining. The Creature Conference. Good to see some folks in the chat. I see Bargaste. Oh, Tactical D-Bag. I picked up the book. I went and picked it up. I got it. Thanks, buddy. Deshande's here. Hey, Deshande. Dwarfinage is here. Awesome. Alam, Diana, and Meandering Shade. That's top chat. Let's see if there's any more people in the live chat. Thank you all for joining us. I had blah blah blah. I had teased that I was going to start something crazy on this stream. I didn't get set up for it, so I'm hoping to start it. I was going to say later tonight, but I should probably get everything set up tonight, and I should probably start early tomorrow morning. I'm planning to do this. I was going to do a 24-hour stream thing, but this week's been really long, so I don't know if I'm going to go straight 24 hours, but I'm going to do something like that this weekend. So if you're bored this weekend and you want to hear me, I don't know, watch me do some random stuff, that will hopefully be happening tomorrow. So this is an idea that I got from Hive Market Minis over on Instagram. I don't know if folks follow Hive Market Minis, but Hive Market Minis has got some really cool conversions. Let me pull it up here. And Hive Market Minis is doing a kind of like community event. It's supposed to start on Monday, but I got special dispensation to start early. Where the goal is to, let me see if I can pull this up here. One sec. Window capture. Of course not. The goal is to create a Zone Mortalis like scenery tile thing in 24 hours. You can do it 24 hours straight. You can do it like in like blocks of 24 hours over a longer period of time. It's pretty wide open, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So I was initially thinking to do it in exactly 24 hours without sleeping, but then I'm like, that's going to leave me ruined because I'm an old man. So now I might do it in, I might try and do it in a couple of blocks, hopefully 24 hours over one weekend, but we'll see how that goes. And this, what you see here is not my 24-hour challenge. This is what got me distracted from being ready for my 24-hour challenge, which is I'm playing some kill team on Sunday at the local games workshop. And when I asked them what to bring, they were like, hey, if you got any terrain, bring your terrain. And I was like, well, I have terrain, but it's not painted. And maybe this is a good opportunity to get it painted. So I decided to start painting terrain, and that's what I'm going to do on stream tonight. I'm going to weather this up a bit.
Wait, you're playing at a Games Workshop on a Sunday?
Yeah. Is that not something that happens in Germany?
No, Sunday everything is closed in Germany.
No, we used to have stuff closed. Oh shit. We used to have stuff closed on Sundays in Canada land, but then the almighty dollar went out, and now we are, oh, you can't even see this thing. But now things are open on sorry, I was showing you weird stuff that's going on here, but you couldn't see it. Now things are open on Sundays. Games Workshop is only open from like 12 to 5 on a Sunday, but that's the day when they normally do their game stuff because like I guess fewer people show up.
Huh. Yeah.
So I've not played at a Games Workshop in many years. And like officially, I don't know if I've played at a Games Workshop at like some official event since like I started in the hobby. So anyway. Yeah, so I got my like orange pipe. Oh, this looks very bright. I did some orange pipes, and I did some like teal bluey terrain because this was what was speaking to me. The teal bluey terrain was more of a pain in the ass than the pipes, but I'm just going to do some like weathering stuff on it today. Yeah, so that's me. What are you guys working on? Flynnhammer and Hydra?
So I'll quickly go. So this month I've been working on worked on Ryan's Hormigant challenge. So Ryan's Minis Hormigant challenge. Just need to get
Oh
around
god, I gotta get
posting
back to that.
And my main project this month has been painting up my undead Marienburg landship. So I've made a fair bit of progress. Got a lot of the base coats
Yep.
down and everything, but it's now just starting to get into the little detail bits, which does include like the zombies on the ship and everything else. But a lot of it is there. And speaking of weathering, I've used that Games Workshop's weathering one, that the whatever it is, oxide one, that gives it
Oh
that.
yeah, and, yeah.
That's actually
Yeah,
worked
I
quite well.
used that a while ago. It's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. And I've been using a homemade wet palette, and
Yeah.
it's been very good to actually get the right consistency for stuff. But what I've noticed is because I put a lot of stuff into dropper bottles, because I used a lot
Good man.
of thinner to move them over, they do separate
yeah?
quite a lot if I leave it
Oh.
overnight. If I've put a fair bit in.
Yeah.
So it's just, but then they're really good for like doing like a wash or like a thing on them afterwards. So it's not great for trying to do like detail bits with it. So I have to like put a new fresh bit out, but
Yeah.
not even on the palette. But if I'm wanting to do it as like a larger, like a couple of coats of it, it works really well for me.
Cool. Yeah, I tend to do most of, like, these days I mostly just buy Games Workshop contrast paints, and I don't think you need to add any thinner to those. They just pour straight into your new thing.
Oh, you do.
Which is useful. You do? Come on.
Yeah.
Being fancy now?
No.
To be honest, I just take them straight from the pot.
You can. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Should be.
Ah. You can.
You sick?
No, just my throat weird. One of my favorite tones is Wildwood. And straight from the pot, that's almost unusable because it's almost black. It turns like destroys everything. But when you put some glaze medium in that, you can, depending on how much glaze medium you put in there, you get so many different colors out of one single pot. That's incredible.
Cool.
I love it. So yeah. I have my camera running. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh shit! Right.
Way.
Right. I didn't get that up.
But Simon, what have you been working on?
What's your?
I'm working this month. I'm trying to stick to the marathon, the paintathon.
What is this?
That's what Zebo told us 2 weeks ago about. They have this like community thing going on where you try to paint 42 miniatures in 1 month.
Why 42?
Because it's a marathon.
Oh, that's where the name comes from. Okay, I wasn't getting it.
Okay.
It's like 42 miles or 42 kilometers or whatever.
Yeah.
42 miles. That'd be insane.
So yeah, this is where it comes from, and they're doing this for 3 years now, or 4.
Is this a German thing or?
Yeah. They're doing that on their blog, and on their Discord. Just basically trying to motivate people to paint 1 month only. And this is really interesting because I started this month with building stuff. So not sticking to it, but ever since I built the stuff at the beginning of the month, I have not built anything for quite a while now, and that's interesting.
You've just been painting?
I've just been painting, yeah. And it's interesting to be sort of forced to or force yourself
focus.
Yeah, focus and get things done. And as of right now, I'm somewhere in 30 models. So that's coming along nicely.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm not sure if I can
That's
make.
cool. 42 miniatures in a month.
I'm
It's
not
cool to
sure
have
if
like
I
a
can
target like
make
that.
it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't cheat, but I made a massive leap. I painted 6 models for a sludge, and they
Yeah.
are basically just the base tones, and then
Yeah.
a properly applied oil wash, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're painted. That counts,
Good.
I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so. You got them painted. That counts.
Yeah. And right now I'm painting up my Cthulhu blah, blah,
Death May Die?
gathering for Necropolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I built that, and before I sell it, I thought maybe I paint it because I kind of like them.
You're gonna sell it?
No, I don't. I sold the circle gathering that I built.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you said before I sell it. It made it sound like you had a plan to sell it.
yeah, I was tempted to because I
Yeah.
sold the other one and that went so well. And
Yeah.
then I was tempted to, just go with the flow and be like, oh yeah, I built it, I like it, and now I sell it. But I decided, Cthulhu cannot be sold. I need to keep it.
You are a lover of Cthulhu. That makes sense.
Yes.
As we all are, I feel like.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of I was tempted to sell it, but I actually now intend to play this gathering at some point, and so of course it needs paint.
And is gathering like the name for like the kill team or squad or whatever? They call it a gathering?
Yes. The gathering is the war band. The idea is that
Warband, there we go.
yeah, since everything in Necropolis is undead, they are not well they live basically forever.
Yeah.
So they are not like supposed to be in a constant faction.
Oh,
But
they kind of float back and forth?
yes, they can wander off, and therefore some of them stick together.
Wander off. That's a good way to describe it. You're like trying to have a battle, and one of your skeletons just wanders off.
Yes. And that's a part of the lore that I really enjoy.
Hey! Sorry, my dog's here, and he really wants
Oh.
to go outside, so now he's getting a bit itinerant. Itinerant? Is that the word? That's not the word I'm looking for. Belligerent. There we go. He'd love to be itinerant. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. So the idea is that you can that you have this gathering. So there's a leader dude, and he has a bunch of undeads gathered around for one cause, and he has set up a lair somewhere. And in other games like Stargrave or something like that, where you have campaigns, you can lose your valued models. Like, okay, so I've built the super cool dude with a super cool gun, wrote up the story for him, and then he dies in this one scenario, and then he's gone. But in Necropolis, of course, they can be scattered, which is the equivalent to they're not playing any part in the game anymore, but they are not dead because they are undead. And so what happens is that they eventually will crawl back into the lair and show up in pieces. And so I think that it has a very humoristic aspect to them. Like the upper half of the skeleton arrives, having dragged itself through the dust for weeks. And like, hey, I'm back. So did my legs show up by now?
Yeah.
And then he has to wait for a couple more days, and then the legs show up. And then the necromancer has to, do his magic to piece them back together.
Yep.
But no one is actually dying, and I'm really enjoying this from a gaming perspective because as thrilling as this can be, and it has a very I think when you have a character which you level up and everything, you're getting very invested with them.
Yeah.
If you're playing just a at least I saw that with me, that if I was just playing some random game with the miniatures were cool, but they were
Yeah.
just game pieces. But when you develop a story for them, let me talk about me. Suddenly started to question my decisions. It was like, okay, when I go all in with this dude, he might die, and then I would lose him, and then I cannot play him anymore. So maybe he just runs off, and then it's the barbarian, the big broadsword wielding dude that suddenly runs off, and everyone's like, "So what he's doing? Yeah, I want to keep this character."
Okay. Interesting that they don't die, but you're still trying to save them.
Yeah, well, that's what I used to do with in Frostgrave.
Oh, sorry, that's what you
or
used to do.
Stargrave.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
And now they don't die in the Acropolis, and that kind of brings back. They're still characters. You can still make stories about them, but you don't have to worry that they're finally dead. They will.
Yeah.
They just show up the next time they're back, but you can still evolve them. You can buy stuff for them and so forth. So,
yeah, like upgrade them and whatnot.
Yeah. So
Cool.
that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And it's even part of the mechanic of the game mechanic that you can summon them in game, so they die and you can resurrect them during the game.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And that's great fun.
Well, being a bunch of necromancers, that's very fluffy.
Yes.
Nice.
And I think it's a very interesting game mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, enough of the undeads.
So that's what you've been up to this week.
Yes.
Your marathon, your mini-thon. What's it called? Malathon?
Marathon, is it in
Marathon in English, yeah.
Yeah. It would be, I think translated best would be paint-a-thon.
Paint-a-thon, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. Yeah.
Do you know what we've forgotten so far?
What? Oh, damn it. You're right. Flynnhammer, since you're reminding us what we've forgotten so far, normally on the Creature Conference, we started off by saying what part of Rick Priestley's mansion we're coming to people live from in honor of High Fleet Moloch, who cannot be with us this evening. So, Flynnhammer, why don't you tell us what part of Rick Priestley's mansion we're coming to people from this evening?
In honor of Marco not being here, it is going to be his little boathouse connected to the side of it. So it's not the garage.
Oh, is that where he keeps his yachts?
That's where he keeps his yachts.
It is a well-known fact that Rick Priestley has many yachts.
Yes.
He's just been printing money off Warhammer for decades now. And he doesn't know what to do with it, so he's investing it all in yachts. That is a total lie. But, you know, it makes for a good story. So what do you see in the boathouse? What is Rick Priestley keeping in his boathouse these days? Is it a boat? Is it something else?
Well, we've got Marco's dream yacht sitting right there on the left.
Yeah.
But then he's got a lot of jet skis as well in there.
Oh, Rick Priestley is known to be a lover of jet skis. That's where the ideas for the deodorant land speeder came from. His love of jet skis.
It does also look to appear to be a banana boat.
Banana boat, oh my.
So you know the ones where you get like the speedboat going off and then you've got the inflatable banana boat that you just pulls behind?
Yeah, we in Canada we call those inner tubes.
Yeah.
Oh,
we go tubing.
I thought inner tubes were just the round tubes.
Oh, sure, yeah, but you can like all kinds of inflatables.
Yeah.
You get people will say like, "Hey, you want to go tubing?" And it means you want to go ride on a inflatable thing being dragged behind a boat. It could be any kind of inflatable thing.
Okay, good.
Yes, I know you want to go outside. You're not going outside. Really sit. One. Relax.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. So, Flynn, what's going on in the chat?
So, for chat, we have. You've already said hello to everybody except for. I'm just checking if we said hello to Alam. So we had Dave Pikey Last Chance turned up, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tom
Hey,
Wilson,
Dave Spikey's Last Chance. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
who was, I believe it was, yeah, who Tom has also sent me something which I'll talk about in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got Bargeist being the very first comment saying, "Ha! I'm still awake. Victory."
Congratulations.
Tactical says maybe because obviously we're like saying what you're delayed. He goes, maybe he's taking the yacht out for the last ride of the season.
I ain't got no yachts.
And Sandra just goes, "Which one?" Tactical, all of them, I guess. Meandering Shade thought they'd already missed the start.
No, we made sure to start it late for you, Meandering Shade. We didn't want you to miss anything.
Tom Wilson goes, Halloween themed terrain.
Oh, the orange? Yeah, it is kind of pumpkin-y. It's a little bit pumpkin spice. It's my pumpkin spice terrain. That's what I'm going to go with.
The colours just remind me of a neon.
Nice.
Neon?
Yeah, neon. So like, typically like your 80s neons, lighting, sound, sort of art style.
Oh, I do like 80s neon. I am down with some 80s neon, so that makes a lot of sense. But they're gonna get grosser. I'm gonna weather them up, and they won't be quite so neon. I promise. They'll still be a little bit neon.
But they
What
are
will you
red.
use? What will you use to weather them up?
You have to ask.
Oil wash.
Friend of the channel, dear sweet friend of the channel, otherwise known as Dirty Down, baby.
Oh, nice.
Got some rust, got some moss, got some other rust. I gotta go find the I got the verdigris here somewhere, but I don't know where the heck I put it. I'm gonna have to go find that later.
Where could people
Yeah.
potentially get this Dirty Down Rust?
Well, you can go and get it if you're in North America. You can go and get it over at Fenris Workshop, because I am now an affiliate of Fenris Workshop. So if you buy stuff there, it helps the channel. And Flynnhammer, can you get that in the chat? I don't know. Oh wait, no, it is in the. It's already in the description. It's in the description for this video.
In the
There's a
description
link
and it's
to
in
my
the chat.
Patreon. There's a link to my Patreon. There's a link to Fenris, my affiliate page. And if it's your first order with Fenris and you use the code PINK in all capital letters dash Fenris, the Fenris doesn't have to be all capital letters, just the pink apparently. Then you will get an additional 10% off your first order.
Ooh.
So there you go. Ooh, yeah, but only for North America. And as I discovered recently, unfortunately, they can't. Well, they told me that they can't ship Games Workshop stuff, like new Games Workshop product to the United States. That they only have like a license from Games Workshop for Canada or something. However, our good friend Metalbeard Eric successfully ordered new Games Workshop stuff to the United States. So who knows what the deal is with that? Maybe they just didn't want me to advertise as them selling to the United States.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's got an IP blocker or something. Who knows? But he managed to get it.
But you just think they'd look at the address and send it and go, "Oh, that's going abroad." Oh well.
Yeah, well, they can send everything else abroad. They can sell Dirty Down. Like you can go buy Dirty Down from them. They'll send it to you in the United States, no problem. It's just that for some reason, some kind of Games Workshop mumbo jumbo.
Since we're doing advertisements here,
yeah.
So I want to feast your eyes on that dude up there. So PK Pro, also friend of the show, who's supporting my tabletop club. They had recently a podcast team there, and they showed them around and told them how the things work and everything. So they had a tour through the through the company.
PK Pro's like warehouse or something, or
yeah, they're online hobby market. Like they supply. They're an online store with all the hobby supplies, from paints to green stuff to so many things. And what they said was that when they get in an order and they prepare the order, they just get a number. They don't know anything about the person who ordered it. They don't see anything. They just get a number, have their basket, and put the stuff in there that the terminal tells them to.
Yeah.
And that's basically everything. And I would assume that um, then there's someone who's checking that everything is in there, and they just even the label is printed automatically, so that's not even checked twice because it's all within the system.
Yeah.
So, and I would assume that with your friends there, they just have they it's everything automatically, and since they can ship everything everywhere, except for apparently Games Workshop stuff, the system doesn't react to that.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Could be.
Maybe get them as the European branch of the affiliate program for yourself, Nick.
What?
Because they did. Like, I've just seen on their website for PK Pro, they do have something about affiliates and partners.
Oh.
So
Oh, that would be cool.
yeah, essentially have something in
Hey
the.
Simon, you want to put in a good word for me with PK Pro? I have talked good shit about them, like in the Green Stuff World video and stuff like that. I do own one of their razor knives.
Oh, that's
The
right.
razor saws. Yeah. Bought for me by Hydra.
Yes.
But maybe I should plug myself there first, right?
Why not both?
Maybe. Well, they already give you stuff, don't they? For your club?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Who knows?
it was really funny. Did you use an Opus Artist brush there?
I'm using it right now, yeah. This is the extra large. This was... I think I bought this one for myself, but Fenris sent me a smaller one.
Okay. So I saw them on the Spiel. And well, mostly out of curiosity, half jokingly, and some of my intention was let's see what happens. I went over and said, "Hey, so how many followers do I have to have on Instagram for you to give me a free set of brushes?" And you wouldn't expect it, but they have an answer to that.
Of course, they should. Games Workshop has an answer for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That guy, John, Heresy and Heroes, he did an interview with Peachy, and he was talking about like what the levels used to be, but he doesn't know what they are now because he's not with the company anymore.
Yeah, I think they said it was about 10K or something at the point.
I was surprised. I was surprised, but maybe I'm.
At how low it was?
Huh?
Or how high? How low? How high?
No. I just was surprised that they have a number, like a fixed number. It's not like.
Oh yeah, like it's a marketing department decision. Of course they would.
Now the real question, Hydra, have you passed that number yet or not?
No, I need a few more thousand followers.
Too bad.
Has Nick passed that number?
Oh,
I already got all their brushes. I don't need any more.
I'm not sure. Nick, how many followers do you have?
12,000?
Oh. You should reach out to them.
Apparently
so we know what that number roughly is.
Shh. No, it's I assume it's not a big secret, but their number was exactly 12,000.
Oh, shit.
Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't think 12,000 was important. That's neat.
Ah,
I think they might like raise it every year or something by 1,000 or something like that.
Could do.
Raise by 1,000.
But like literally, I think I've bought all their brushes, so I don't know what I would seek from them.
You know, you have friends who paint.
I do. Example. I need some more brushes for my friends who paint.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So I'm going to quickly back to chat.
Thank you. Yes.
So
as we're just talking bullshit anyway.
So
what do you
Alam says everything is closed on a Sunday in France.
Yeah, it's very good.
Says, things close very early in the UK on Sunday, but barely anything is open. That is because there is a law in the UK which states businesses can't be open longer than 6 hours for certain like retail businesses. Otherwise, they get fined.
On Sundays specifically?
On Sunday specifically, and also on like Christmas Day and bank
Yeah.
holidays, they can't be open for more than a certain period of time. And that's why
Interesting.
they
Okay.
get
So
they
did you
get big.
encounter this when you were working at the bank in retail?
Yeah. So the bank I was at was one of basically the only bank in the country to be open on Sundays and bank holidays.
Yeah.
And so they were only open.
Yeah, it's a bit counterintuitive when a bank opens on a bank holiday. Bank workers are like, "Yes, I'm going to get this one off," and the bank's like, "No, you're not. You're
So
working."
the reason why bank
Suck a
holidays
dog.
existed in the UK is because otherwise bank workers didn't actually get days off. So it was
Yeah.
like
Back when we needed to always go to the bank in person,
yeah.
the
So
bad old days before the internet, ATMs,
what you mean 20 years ago?
something like that.
Dave Pikey says nothing closes here in Vegas. I'm building a bunch of terrain for LVO in January, so the Las Vegas Open.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Oh, you're involved with LVO. That's cool, bud. There's some people from Toronto going to LVO from my apparently now it's my gaming group now that I went to a kill team tournament last weekend. Oh, I guess I can talk about that. As I'm like
Boyfriend says 42 is also the ultimate nerd number.
Yes, it is.
yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Meandering says
Life, the universe, and everything.
Meandering says I'm getting big He-Man Masters of the Universe playset vibes from those terrain colors, and that's not a bad thing.
I love it. I love it. You're my favorite. That is exactly what I want. Simon, why didn't you tell me that? Not He-Man enough for you?
I was missing.
Yeah, it is pretty grayskull.
Missing the purple.
Oh yeah, really, I should work some purple in there somewhere.
So,
but like, cool thing to note about Artis Opus. I just want to mention this before I forget. Even if you don't have their brushes, you should go watch their videos about dry brushing. Like, that's where I learned that you're supposed to do circles, not like just back and forth, which is helpful. Oh yes, Ripley, you're so cute, but I'm not letting you out. Go lie down. Go in your bed.
Yeah, you should do that, especially when you dry brush like tables, like terrain tables, where you have large areas where you can see the single brush strokes.
Yep.
It's also he's done a different tip of like instead of taking the paint off on like tissue paper, kitchen roll, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you use, is to have a dry brush board. So like something you actually like, and you do it on there, so you don't get the chalkiness, so it still keeps the moisture in the paintbrush and the paint. So it's
and what you don't do is you don't like rub your brush all in it. You take just the like ends of the bristles, you grab some of the paint and you smear it across your dry brush board, your palette board, and you kind of like swipe it around to get the most of the paint off. And then the texture of the board, like, I guess it clears it off evenly.
So is that
you get a funky colored board like this?
Are you using a canvas for that?
I'm using a wooden canvas that Hydra bought at the dollar store and left with me when he was here last. Finally found a use for it, buddy.
Full circle.
You know what you could do afterwards?
Full circle. What?
Frame it.
What?
You've got abstract art there. Straight away.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Yeah, true. But like, I could also just like mount some terrain on it or something. I don't know. We'll see.
So we've also got,
I don't know how much the art's going to stick around, but oh yeah, go ahead.
High Fleet Mantis has shown up, and so has Joel Davies.
Oh, hey, buddy. Who?
Joel Davies.
Joel Davies. Okay, nice. Good to see you, Joel.
I think.
Good to see you, High Fleet Mantis. Thanks for joining. I may have promised that there was going to be some kind of mad like 24-hour stream thing going on. That's not going to start right now, but it's either going to start late tonight. It's probably going to start early tomorrow morning. I'm warning you right now. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream thing. We're not doing that tonight though. I this week has been too long, and I was like, I'm going to get good sleep this week to get ready for my 24-hour thing, and that did not happen.
So one thing I was going to say about Tom Wilson.
Yes.
So he sent me something I had completely missed, and there's who is it? It's White Tiger Tablecraft. Now about
Who, what, where, when, why? I have never heard of this person,
What, you
so
didn't?
and I would like to know more.
That shows that you are not deep into the indie scene.
yeah.
Sorry.
No,
So
I'm not. Educate me.
Yep. So I'll get Hyde to educate in a moment because he knows way more than me because I've only just found out about this today. And they're doing
Should I
a.
pull this up?
Oh, I'm going to post it in the chat. But they've got a King of the Hill Giant competition where it's
Woo,
sculpt
Flynnhammer. There you go, buddy.
a giant and send an email to them with it. And I don't care about winning. But I'm just like, which giant should
You
I
must
enter?
do it.
Which I'm just going
Giant
which one
competition.
do I enter? I've got over 100 giants now, or something ridiculous like that. I'm like, which giant? So
Well, is there a prompt
no,
to like help you decide or something?
So it is just
It is just the hill giant thing.
It's good vibes only.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know which one to do.
Do your hill giant. Don't you have a hill giant? Isn't that an actual model?
All games.
Is it an old one?
All Games Workshop giants are basically hill giants in the design aspect.
Okay,
of
never
it.
mind. I thought one of the like limited edition ones that you were requesting after was called a hill giant.
No, none of those. They're just giants. That's what they called them. So I was thinking of doing the what do you call it? The one that's carrying the snotlings on like the door, on like the old grenadier giant.
Yep.
Simon then suggested I use one of the pinwheel hat ones. So this is where I'm just gonna chat. If you have a think and just say, what one do you think I should?
If you have an exhaustive knowledge of Flynn's giant collection, which I very much do not, let him know which of his giants he should enter.
Or just go to my Instagram page. Shall I also post?
Did you just say your goal is not to win? You just want to like
I'm just
make a splash?
Which one should I enter? Because obviously I could just go and enter like all of them in one go, which would be unfair. But I'm like, I only want to.
You can't do that. You got to focus.
Yeah,
good vibes only, Flynn. You can't be like, haha, check out my big giant schlong. I lay my giants upon you. Good vibes only, buddy.
It's got to be one, and I don't want to do a Mega Gargant, so I want to do one of the smaller ones. So it's more in line, so it's a bit more fun. So whichever one, like I sort of think because I've done so many, I don't know which one I want to do. But yeah. There's also a question.
That's right up your alley, dude. That's awesome that they're doing that. Oh yeah, question in the chat, go for it.
So this question has come from Radon995 and says,
hello, Radon995. Thanks for your question, bud.
What is the weirdest thing you've turned into a Tyranid or a gene stealer?
I fucking love this. Thank you so much. This is a good question. Thank you. And I think we should all answer this question. And I'm going to say something and then I'm going to forget what I'm going to forget some project of mine. So hopefully I can pull this out. The weirdest thing that I've turned into a Tyranid or a gene stealer. Well, I've turned a giant. The only giant I've ever bought, the only giant I've ever owned. On the topic of giants, I've turned a giant into a gene stealer. And I have a hashtag for it, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like Secret Father or something.
Yeah.
Project Secret Father? I don't know.
So I know you're planning on doing it for Gene Stealer 1 year.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to it. It was for a secret project for a secret hobby friend who didn't know that I was doing it, but may now know that I was doing it. And I think I might have a chance to meet that secret hobby friend in person in the summer, so maybe that's a good reason to get the damn thing done. But yeah, I thought about that. I started this a long time ago, like back when the plastic giant kit. Sorry, is it called a Gargant?
It's called a Gargant.
It's not a Mega Gargant.
It's a giant. It's not a Gargant.
Ale Guzzler? Isn't it an Ale Guzzler or some shit like that?
It's an Ale Guzzler Man Crusher Gargant, but it's still a giant to me.
Okay, yeah. So the Ale Guzzler Man Crusher Gargant, I bought it a long time ago, like at this FLGS that doesn't exist anymore. Shout out Century Hobbies up on Bayview. Yeah, I bought it because I wanted to turn it into like a giant gene stealer, and I don't really know how I got that idea, like where that came from, but I was keen to do it, and I got like halfway there and then just like shelved it for likely a decade. But then with like gene stealer cults coming back, and someone did a really cool sketch of like this weird ass gene stealer patriarch, and I was like, I could turn my weird giant gene stealer into that, so I did, and I'm pretty happy with him. But there's still a lot of work to be done on him. But I feel like once I found that piece of artwork, I really got more direction on like where I was headed with him, because I'm like, I'm just gonna make this a big fat gene stealer made out of a giant, because like gene stealers are made from human DNA and like they're mutated humans, and what's better than a giant mutated human? So yeah, but I was really glad to get that piece of artwork because it gave me a lot more direction for like what to do with this guy. I think that's the weirdest thing. The only other weird thing that I would mention, honorable mention to a bunch of squigmouths. I turned a bunch of random squigmouths into a broodlord, or someone who wanted a commission to make them a, how do I pronounce it? Hydra? The one with all the tentacles from Cthulhu? Nyarlathotep? Simon?
I don't know if he's muted us, but we can't hear us.
Simon, are you muted?
Yes, there you go.
Who's the Cthulhu boy with all the tentacles? The Nyarlathotep, yes. So this person wanted a Nyarlathotep broodlord. I think from it was a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something.
Yep.
So he sent me the art from the Yu-Gi-Oh card, and he was like, "Yeah, I want this." I was like, "Whoa, that's pretty wacky." But it's basically like a big central tentacle with a bunch of mouths in it, and then yeah, some more tentacles. So that was, I mostly used squig mouths, but I also used like random like Carnifex mouths and I don't know, zombie dragon pieces and stuff. So that was one of the gnarliest things that I made into a gene stealer. But like, I don't have a good answer for a Tyranid. Most of those are like gene stealer things.
Nick, personal opinion, that one's weirder than the giant.
That one's weirder. Yeah, I guess because it's just a big tentacle with a bunch of mouths on it. It is pretty weird.
But it's just the weird pieces to use to turn it.
Yeah. I agree. And it's a lot of green stuff on that one. That one was mostly kind of scratch sculpted, but it was just like wiggly tentacle stuff.
So Simon, I think you'll have a lot more weird things than me. Did you mind if I go next?
Yeah, Simon, what kind of weird stuff have you turned into Tyranids or gene stealers?
I was thinking hard about it, and I think the weirdest thing that I ever used was a noodle, a pasta noodle.
What? The devil, you say?
Yes.
What was this?
We built in my very early days when I started working at Games Workshop, or I don't know if I was already working there or if I just hanging out there all the time. We were building a space hug. I think it was
okay.
when the quotation marks new Terminators came out, something like that.
2004.
So,
yeah.
So we wanted, for some reasons, wanted to have like a board with infested areas, and what we did was we took some expanding foam and created like weird gribbly texture with that. But we all agreed pretty quickly that it looked very very super organic, almost like Nurglish, and we wanted it to have that Tyranid feel to it. And then I came up with the idea that we needed some sort of chimneys. And so I took those two pasta things and stuck them in there, like in rows.
Penne.
Yeah, penne. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when everything was dry and after we painted it, people couldn't tell it anymore that it was a noodle stuck in insulation foam.
Nice.
I think that's the most weird material I've used.
What about the weirdest model that you've turned into a Tyranid? Because you've got a bunch of those too. Or a gene stealer.
Oh,
I'm thinking of one in particular that's in my collection that I need to do something with at some point, but you don't have to pick that one.
huh.
I'm looking
It
at
goes
one.
ribbit.
What?
It goes ribbit. It lives in the water. It eats flies.
A frog?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I started to build the slan.
Yeah.
Turn the slan into yeah. You have that?
Yeah, you gave it to me, man.
Oh, good.
You want it back?
No,
Okay.
I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was wondering where I had put it, but
You
it's
put
good.
it to me.
Good. Then it's in good hands.
I actually just dug it out of a box the other day.
Oh wow,
That's why I
cool.
was thinking about it. Yeah.
So I think I've seen something that you've
When?
started building out of a PVC pipe on the Warp Shadow archives, and I'm just now
Oh,
like,
is that
what?
the Trigon?
No, I don't even know what it
No.
is. I'm trying to find more pictures.
Is that
of it.
what's the mother or whatever, the thing that was inspired by Cloverfield? What the hell was she called?
Oh what?
Didn't you start her head with a PVC pipe?
Yes.
The big Titan you sculpted at my house when you were
Yes.
living with me?
Yes.
Fun fact, Simon lived with me for a month.
Yes. And it was a time that I don't want to miss.
We made the whole internet boyfriend joke real.
Yeah.
We were common law for a month.
That's true.
I'm just looking. at
Yeah,
some-
so
Yeah.
that I think you started the head from a PVC pipe.
Yeah. That's what I used. Yep. That's true.
What was she called?
Did
It
I
was
call
something
her
like
Echidna?
Odonata or something.
What?
Sorry? It was
Did I
something
call-
like Odonata or like mother in Latin or something like that.
Oh. No, Odonata was the
No, yeah, I know. But no, it made me think of your Odonata name. Like it was some kind of like weird Latinate sounding name that you gave her.
but not Echidna.
No, I don't think it was a Echidna. I think it was something like to do with like mother or something.
I'm going to post it in chat what I'm talking about so they can see what I mean, because
Yeah, thank you.
I'm
Perfect.
posting like
Yes.
one of the more complete photos that I can actually see.
Simon basically sculpted a Hierophant-sized Hive Tyrant from scratch.
Oh, I don't
I don't know if it ever got finished, but it got close.
Nope. I just have the legs left.
Oh,
Inspired, I think, by... Didn't you say it was inspired by Cloverfield or the Cloverfield monster or something?
Yeah,
Am
I
I
think
wrong?
we went to the movies and saw Cloverfield, and I think we I saw Cloverfield with you. So
Did you? I forgot that.
yeah. I know how freaked out or how excited we were when we saw that.
Nice. Oh man, I tried to watch it with Nora and she couldn't do it because she can't take the like the motion sickness factor.
Oh, the shaky cam.
'Cause it's so jerky.
I'm
Yeah,
with her
and
on
she
that.
like loves monsters and stuff, so it was sad.
I'm
Oh,
with
that-
her
Yeah,
on
like
that.
I can understand it. I can understand it. It's a bit like I got to the point where I was a bit messed up by it.
Brain neffery. Fuckery to me. I just can't watch something that's so shaky. It's just
Sorry, what's it called? Brain neffery?
I
What?
call it brain fuckery. Because you're trying to watch
Oh,
it
okay.
and it's just moving around. I'd need like one of those people to put a stabilizer onto it to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Oh, I guess
too-
people do that, don't they?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe I should see if I can find a stabilized Cloverfield. I wonder if it sucks when it's stabilized. Like if you watch it stabilized, you're like, this movie is terrible.
Oh, most likely.
And they hide everything in the wiggle.
Yeah. It's
I don't know. I think if I recall correctly, they did some very clever like camera work on that.
Yeah.
And yeah. I just love that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. I just don't like the found footage sort of genre of filming. I don't
Yes.
enjoy it. It's too
You
shaky.
know when found footage kills me? Like I can watch found footage except in horror movies. When I see found footage in horror movies, it's too real. I'm like, nope, can't do it. I'm not watching this.
Oh, that was so well done on Cloverfield. I think because it
Well, that was more science fiction, I think. But like something like Blair Witch, I'm like, no, this feels too real.
Yeah, but I think that was the great blend that they pulled off with Cloverfield. Was that
It
they
was part
had, on the
horror,
one
part
hand, they had this monster you didn't see until the very end,
yes,
although it was
yes,
incredibly huge. And then you have the subway scene where you
with the little
don't,
monsters.
with the little monsters. That was
Yeah,
so freaking creepy. It still gives me goosebumps when I
yes,
think about it.
yes.
And that was yes, science fiction, but that was pretty scary.
It was pretty horror. It was pretty slashy. Yeah, and like the fact that the way they kill you is you just explode, like it's messed up.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my weirdest thing, I've built something to a Tyranid or a
Oh
Genius.
yeah, go for it.
Most of mine, I'd more say it's just I've done a lot of spare parts kit bashing where I've just taken stuff from
That's good.
other kits.
Like I was saying, I used a bunch of mouths.
Yeah, but it's more so with the. I'm just trying to put the right word to it, but it's like, here's an armor plate, and I'm going to put it somewhere else, or I've got this piece spare. Like, I've done a what? Actually, I've built a couple of Turvagons using the belly bit, and then
Oh,
just
nice.
using some blue stuff molds of like a Carnifex rib cage, and then just
Yeah,
sticking them together and sculpting them in. That's one of the weirdest, I'd say. But I think
nice.
uh, I was just trying to think what the actual weirdest one. The only thing I keep coming back to is just like my Maw Crushers that I've turned
Yeah, I
uh
like those.
into the Hydra jewels, because that's the only thing I can think is that the weirdest
For someone who's
things
not
I've done.
familiar with fantasy orcs, what's a maw crusher?
It's basically their big beefy wyvern dragony thing that you have a
Yeah,
guy
the boss
riding
guy
on.
rides around
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
and it's just beefy.
very like chonky. Like it
Yeah,
walks around on its paws. It's like a big,
yeah,
like almost like if a crocodile turned into a dragon.
yeah. And unintentionally, I made my side Hydra ended up looking a bit more like Venusaur. My Bob
Nice.
Hydra
I approve that.
ended up looking like Blastoise.
Yeah.
So I've kind of just gone, okay, I need another one. I need to do a Charizard.
Charizard.
So I have bought another one, and it's just, how am I going to, what would I actually make it into? Or should I just have a flying Hyrule?
That is a bit where are you gonna find wings its size?
Uh, so,
Oh, that dragon thing? That Age of Sigmar dragon thing?
nope.
Oh.
So I think it was either Storyboard Guy or someone else in our Discord quite a while ago talked about like wire meshes to use that. And
Oh, isn't that Alam? Wasn't Alam doing wire mesh stuff?
Alam, or because I know it was a while ago, but I can't remember who it was. So
I think it was
completely
Alam,
wrong,
but
or
I don't
wherever
know.
it was, just pipe up and say who it was. And they used it, like they had like the bronze wire mesh or something. They posted it when they were making their own wings.
Was it a
And
flying Carnifex?
I can't even remember what it was. It was that a while ago. I think definitely over a year ago where I saw it. But
Fairly certain it was Alam,
yeah,
but yep.
but I've got some for that,
Mhm.
and I'm going to use that to stretch out and do for the wing membrane, because obviously I've got
Yep.
the arm bit itself. It's just thinking, where do I put guns? Do I actually have underslung guns, like on something else, on my Hydra
Well,
idea?
Charizard hasn't got guns,
I know
right?
that's the thing. It's
Hmm.
or do I just have like the front up the wings as just two arms going into the wings, which I think I'll be more likely to do.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, what is okay? I've decided on it now. It's still going to have those arm plates though, because it needs to have the arm plates.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go.
I've just, as you were talking about terrain, I just remembered that I used a GW primer can cap as the start of
Oh,
There was with Apocalypse, you could have
Yep.
those different stratagem kind of things.
Oh my god, I love those things. Yeah, where you had to like make like weird pieces of like non-combat terrain for your Tyranids because they gave you certain rules.
Yep.
You made amazing stuff for Tyranids for that. And I was so sad that I never wound up like I made like Tyranid terrain and I was pretty proud of it, but I never wound up doing them specifically for those stratagems. And was that in the City Fight book?
No, it was in Apocalypse. You could have tunnels, and my idea was
I feel like I
having.
want to get those. Do you have a list of all of them? I want to get the list and like use it as prompts or something. Sorry, tell me more about your idea.
Just a question though. Those photos, were they posted on Warp Shadow?
If I recall
they were.
correctly, yes, they were.
Nick, can you get them out of the archive, please? Your secret archive.
No, I'm pretty sure all of Hydra's. You need to go through Hydra's all of his albums.
I can never find all of his stuff. I think it's been like 8 albums.
Go through like all 50,000 of his albums.
Why did you have
everyone else? I took all their. So because I uploaded all the Warp Shadow photos from the Warp Shadow photo archive to Flickr, and I have to pay for that Flickr subscription. If people had multiple albums, I just plowed them all into one album. Except for if your name is Hydra. I let Hydra keep all of his multiple albums.
There was... I think there's more still there, though, isn't there, to go on? Or is that going to cost too much?
There's more War Shadow stuff. There's not more Hydra. All of Hydra stuff is up. Fairly certain.
I have a question for you later, but I'll ask that after stream because that's something else now.
Sorry, I interrupted Simon. Simon was talking about the things that he made for Apocalypse. I'm sorry, I had to talk about your brilliance for a second.
No worries. What I did was there was the stratagem. I think it was called tunnels, where you could place basically tunnels. And my idea was to have some massive worms spitting up. Showing up basically like the worms from Dune.
Nice, yeah.
And
Shai Hulud.
Yeah.
Oh wait, those worms? Oh yeah, I was looking at that earlier.
Do you have them?
Yes.
Because if not, I can see if I can find
I kind of forget what these worms look like.
Didn't Marco paint them up and post them on his page earlier?
No.
No, those are different. Those are his Simon's Ravener.
Yeah, give me a sec. I will drop one in the chat that we have. If I can find it. Where is the chat?
I'm thinking of because this is the other one I was thinking of.
I will drop it in this very chat.
Ooh. Wait, you mean on YouTube?
No, because I can drop anything there, right? On Discord.
Oh yeah, I was looking at those ones earlier. Let me grab those ones.
Jesus, old stuff.
In the same album I was looking at, so I'll be able to find them.
Yeah. So, oh Jesus, I forgot I made that. the mother of
worms. Okay. So that is a conversion. That most recent link that Flynn posted in the chat is it is a commission that Simon did for another Warp Shadow member who has since reemerged from the warp. Actually, this week reemerged from the warp. Well, he reemerged from the warp before, but I missed his message. He messaged me on Warp Shadow. I'm like, I don't ever check the Warp Shadow DMs.
Yeah.
Flynnhammer didn't tell me it was there.
I barely messaged you. I barely checked some of them as well.
Wait, did I finish that?
You know what, Simon?
What?
That is a very good question. When Joel showed up on Thing this week, I was like, Joel, did we ever send you that thing that you bought from Simon? And he's like, yeah, I totally got it. I just never did anything with it. I'm like, okay, thank God. So you did finish it. You left it with me to send to him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've just posted the one that Simon was talking about?
Because I have just no idea that I ever made that.
No memory?
No.
Yeah.
It's Gandalf.
All right. And while I'm here,
That's not right.
here is the other thing that we were talking about earlier, which is, God, what the heck was it called? I want to call it Odonata or Multifurious or something, but it's not that. Oh, wait, is there like, can I check XF? Is there a name on it? I don't think. I don't know what this thing was called. This is the Cloverfield monster that Simon was working on completely from scratch.
Yeah, I just have this vivid memories of us sitting somewhere. I don't know if it was after.
It was my dining room table. Oh wait, what?
No, I think it was after the games day in Germany or the games day in I don't know where. Oh no, it was after the games day in Canada that we were sitting somewhere eating something and we're talking about how we would envision the perfect Hierophant and what it would need to have and all that. And that's a very vivid imagery in my head.
So I don't know if it was this conversation, but I remember us having a conversation at the fish and chips restaurant, sitting out on that patio outside after you had won your first Golden Demons ever, I think. And that might have been where we were talking about it.
Yes.
To be clear, fish and chips restaurant in Toronto, not fish and chips restaurant in the UK. So I'm not sure that ranks, but no Ripley, not for you. Go lie down. That was a good question, though. I really like that question. Thanks,
Yes.
Radon995.
That was amazing.
Radon995, what is the weirdest thing that you've ever made a model out of? If you're still around.
Now, while you asked that, chat actually chimed in quite a bit with the weirdest things they've ever built.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me just read some again because making sure. So, Joel Davis says, I made a Tyranid capillary tower from a cardboard box and glue gun glue.
Nice.
Tactical Debug says, I'm using a plastic Easter egg for a Gene Stealer cult project. Tom Wilson says, don't think they ever turned a non-Tyranid model into a Nid, but it made a Tyranid head out of cardboard, clay, paper mache, and toothpicks.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Radon has said, I just started both collecting it and converting stuff. So far I've only added probably too many tentacles to a Neurolictor.
Awesome.
That's a good start.
There's no such thing as too many.
Exactly.
No. I once made a sticker that said needs more tentacles.
But that sticker also needed more tentacles.
It did. It didn't have enough. Hydra put as many tentacles as he could on the drawing, but still needed more.
Yeah. Meandering says, haven't turned anything into Tyranids or Gene Stealers, but use Tyranid parts in other conversions often. In a Lovecraft or Mythos-inspired build, I used 3 Carnifex heads in my interpretation of a Dark Young.
Nice.
I don't remember the Dark Young.
They are the offspring of the...
the thing in the woods or whatever?
Sorry?
Oh, no? Sorry, not that... What's the thing that's in Death May Die? Is it Shub-Niggurath?
Yes, that's Shub-Niggurath. The black goat.
Yeah, black goat. Yeah.
And
okay.
She has the Dark Young as her offspring.
Okay, gotcha. So I do know those because they're in the Cthulhu game.
Everything you know about Cthulhu is from the game.
Hey, I read the books. Listen, I read H.P. Lovecraft's books. I know some stuff. Only a bit. But I haven't read them in a while. Like, I read them like a long time ago.
And
before it was cool, you know?
Yeah. while we're talking about our glorious past, I so well remember that when I spent that month with you, that you gave me that
Yeah.
book and said, "Well, you need to read that." And I was riding on the bus and really trying to wrap my head around that language because
Oh, it would
I
have been
just
hard, yeah.
yes, I just couldn't get through it. And I was
No, it
like,
would have been so
but he
dense. That
said
was a
it's
mean thing to
good,
do to you.
but it's
Sorry, that
good.
was a mean thing to do to you. Because he uses words like eldritch horror, and it's like, what the fuck does that mean when you're like a second language learner?
Yeah.
So we've had Go For It Painting say hello.
Hello, Go For It Painting.
One Above All has arrived.
Hello, One Above All.
Grim Dang is also here.
Grim Dang! Good to see you.
Grim Dang. And Radon95995 says, also thank you, Mr. Pink, for the green stuff tutorials.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Happy to hear they helped.
They are a bliss to humanity.
Yes.
And most of what I learned from Hydra, so thank you, Hydra.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hail Hydra.
It's just so good that you made them, because whenever some people ask me about green stuff, I always can show them your videos and be like, yeah, that's basically what I know. Might know a bit more, but that's, if you want a good rundown of how things work, you go there and look it up.
Great.
Any hint on when we're going to
Honestly, I appreciate them when people ask me, because I'm like, shit, I can't explain this to you. Here, go watch this video. Sorry, what's that, Flynn?
Any hint on when we're going to get the next one?
So Issue, our good friend, I don't know if Dwarfenage is here right now, but Dwarfenage is my video editor. And I am actually I shouldn't say that. Dwarfenage is my YouTube strategy consultant, digital content expert, who I have been working with for a few months now. And Dwarfenage has all kinds of amazing ideas and does really good jobs on editing videos. And I'm very thankful for Dwarfenage's help on editing videos. Dwarfenage has just moved like across states. So he's still getting himself set up in his new location. And the reality is that I'm waiting till Dwarfenage is back to help with some more videos, because he does such very good work, and I will not match it on my own. So the next one, we want to prioritize a video that I promised to, what the heck are they called? Fenris Workshop, about the new Gene Stealer models, because they sent me some new Gene Stealer models to make a video out of. So it's, I want to do one which is a bunch of cool conversions that you can do with the new Gene Stealer models. So that one's in the hopper. We got a lot of videos in the hopper, but the next specifically sculpting video, it's probably going to be a sculpting Tyranids one, because I started that series and I kind of like, I did a lot of them together.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it'll probably be another sculpting Tyranid one will be the next sculpting video, because like I can't think of like a general, I don't have a generalized one in the hopper, but if people have suggestions for what another general how to sculpt video could be, like the how to store your green stuff, I think was the last general one that we did, hit me up with your suggestions or your requests. So you can put them in the chat now if you have requests, or you can, if you're watching this video after the fact, the VOD, the recording, whatever, you can leave a comment on this video saying what you're feeling. Oh, what's that?
Tools.
Oh, I should redo. Okay, I thought about redoing some of my old videos, because they're kind of old. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I was thinking, because some of the old ones, no offense that they are good videos, I'm just thinking of like the aspect quality, like of the actual ones, because obviously they were done quite a few years ago, before we had, like, I know, before we had 1080p 60 frames per second.
Well,
YouTube
at that point, I was using a DSLR, so like I got like pretty good resolution out of it. But you're right that they could be better, and also they could benefit from better editing. The Orphanage would do a much better job with them than I did, but
I'm I'm just thinking the upload, not your camera quality, but the upload quality to YouTube was compressed down. So even
Yeah, I
if they
guess you're right.
re-upload now, they'd be better quality than they were before. But I was thinking tools would be a good one because obviously most people who have started sculpting had the one metal tool from Games Workshop and
Yeah.
have stuck
Which
with
is a pretty
that.
good tool. The old metal tool was a good tool. I like that tool.
Yeah.
I still have it. In fact, I think I didn't have it and Hydra gave me his or something. Can't remember. You remember?
Probably. Maybe. Can be.
There was a
So-
lot of that going on. Hydra's like, hey, I've got this cool tool. I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that tool. He's like, here, take it.
Yeah.
Just-
Well,
I do go back to that quite a lot.
what you definitely should do is do a like a tentacle tube roller thing, or do you
I
have
did,
that?
man. I
That
did.
was recent.
Come on, buddy. You judged the contest. Remember?
Oh, you're right.
Everyone's saying like what model needs tentacles.
Yes.
Julian Juju Danger Bear won because he picked the Moloch.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's actually gonna do it. I got him his tentacle roller, and I think he's gonna try and make one.
Oh, that would be
Lord of the
awesome.
Rings tentacled
Tentacle
Elephant.
desks. Oh, jeez.
elephant.
Oh,
Oh,
again.
that would be awesome.
Jeez.
Sweet.
You said that was just scary, reminding of that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
As soon as you said it was the Mummikill model, I was just like, oh shit, yeah.
Although I
Moloch?
never,
I can't remember what they're called.
I never
ahead.
found the picture that I had in mind when I heard that the first time.
I thought we
looked up-
found one that was like it.
Yeah,
we-
it
Did we
was
find one
it was
similar?
maybe even more disturbing, but
Yeah.
yeah, who cares? But
Who cares?
it's great that he's sat down to do it.
Oh, don't quote me as he's having sat down to do it. I think I think he got the miniature. I don't know if he's started yet.
Well, that's half the way.
He's interested. Agreed.
Yeah, I have found that image.
Which one?
Tentacle elephant.
Oh. Is it? Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Gribbly.
That was just
Monstrous.
brilliant. Just really quickly, Grimdan says, I've gotten some Halloween brain jelly molds for some brainy terrain, hopefully for November.
Smart. That's smart.
It's going to be really good for November, especially with this theme.
A what?
Oh,
What does
wait,
he have?
Oh
Flynnhammer.
shit! Sure, we haven't actually spoken it on stream.
Wait. So, explain to Simon what he means by brain jelly molds.
Okay, for brain jelly molds. So, I'll put it in even easier terms. Like, you get your sandcastles. You get that you fill it up with the bucket and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get that for like jelly. So, like, I'm trying to think what the equivalent term in Germany would be, but
So it's a mold.
Eins Jelly Muldis.
yeah. So basically, like when you
Yeah, no.
to get the jelly, you make jelly. So it's like you'd fill it up, you'd make the jelly, you'd dissolve the gelatin or whatever it is that you got, like the normal, like the cubes that you cut up, and then you put the hot water with, and then you put it in a thing and put it in the fridge. Yeah. So you can get specific molds, so they take a specific shape. So one of them, like this person's got brain jelly molds,
Nice.
and obviously those sort of molds would be quite common around at this time. Because
Yeah, Halloween.
It's Halloween. Like you get your skulls and like your different things.
Yes.
Skeleton spiders.
Like,
Our
wasn't
Discord is all the rage for skeleton spider like decorations right now.
Oh
last
yeah.
year's it was skulls for your that you did.
Oh, Simon, yeah, you used
Yeah.
Halloween skulls, right? For your
Which I got really bummed because I thought last year I bought this one set and thought maybe I can do something with it. And then I went back and they were all gone. So I thought this year I have another chance to grab another bag of them, but no sir, no such luck. They're gone.
Yeah. They go very
no.
quickly. At the place I would have gone
especially
to.
when there's hobbyists around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But
you
what I
started
did
off
buy
before.
are some large skeletons. So they're about 2 times the size, like 60 millimeters. No, they're even larger, like 10 centimeters, something like that. They
Yeah.
would make for good bone joints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So with this, what are these molds? They bring them to, what's it?
Yeah.
You know, you get the molds. So they're saying they're using it for terrain. I can already think that would be brilliant for November.
Yes.
The theme.
Yep.
Now,
Random Tyranid brains. Now, yeah, Simon, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing that having not to sculpt the brain tissue, but having them enlarged, sitting around somewhere, that would fit the theme very well. Oh gosh.
Now, Flynnhammer, for those not in the know, why don't you tell us about Nidvember and about the theme this year? Because I don't know that we've actually talked about it on stream enough.
we actually, well, I know we've alluded to it and we've covered a little bit, but we haven't actually said this is what it is. So it's my turn to plug stuff now. Yay!
Yes,
Woo-hoo.
please plug away.
This year, Nidvember is the title of it is The Feast of Ogham. Happily stolen from
TM, Mr. Pink. I came up with that
Yes.
idea, or I came up with that name.
Happily stolen from one of your ideas for the Tyranid reveal for winning that Leviathan box thingy, whatever it was. Anyway, so I'm just putting it in the chat as well. Now, what it is this year, the theme is all about non-combat Tyranids. So Tyranids have one Ogham. Now the digestification
Victory, congratulations.
has started. So it's about what types of Tyranid organisms that the hive mind will create to help digest the planet quicker, faster, whatever you want to do, hilarious, in a hilarious fashion or whatnot. So you can do whatever you want, take ideas from the fluff, the lore, whatever you want to call that, or come up with
sketchy
something
Paul
random.
Bonner art that we don't talk about.
Yes.
It's a deep cut for any Tyranid fans.
Come up with something completely crazy yourself. Now, I have one idea with a psychophage, and I have another idea involving a hive tyrant and the biovore or pyrovore gun.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So I'm just waiting.
That's wait, with the gun, that's non-combat? It's non-combat,
Yeah.
Flynn. Remember your own theme. Okay.
Yeah. You'll see what it is once if I manage to get it built in time.
Of course, it's a vacuum cleaner.
Oh! Yes, it's a vacuum cleaner.
Spoiler alert. Amazing.
It's gonna also I might as well say it. It's gonna have like the vacuum pack on the back with the hose coming out from the bottom and into the top of it, a bit like the guy from Ghostbusters.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a Ghostbusters Hive Tyrant.
Yeah, it's basically a Ghostbusters Hive Tyrant.
Nice.
And I've already thought about having a Johan model just getting sucked up into it.
Amazing, because you have so many Johan models.
But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, it's just go wild. Same things as last year. You can do artwork, you can do just a conversion, you can do a paint job, whatever you want. Just have fun and use the hashtags and tag Warp Shadow in the posts.
Yes, if you want to read the post about Nidvember, it's on the @WarpShadow account over on Instagram. Flynn, do you want to put the Warp Shadow link in the chat?
It's already there.
Good man. And yeah, so you can get more details there. Yeah, you got to tag Warp Shadow because Instagram is garbage with hashtags. It used to be you could just like use a hashtag and then we'd see your posts, but it's not so great anymore. So make sure you tag Warp Shadow.
I thought they would go back at some point and make it work again, but apparently they...
I don't know.
It's been a year, they ain't changing it back. But I have found another site that can show me some of the most recent users of the
Good.
But
happy to hear
the
that.
only downside with it is it only goes back a certain period of time or a certain number of posts. I don't really know.
Whoa, Hydra, what is happening?
He's having a Raven.
You see your video? Your
My
video is like exploding.
What?
When you look at your video on Discord, oh no, now it's back.
Oh,
You're
no,
just like exploding there. Oh no.
Oh,
Check your
rave
connection
time.
to your camera.
It's rave
Yeah.
time.
I think the
Oh, I think I know what it is.
wire of my camera is a bit, maybe a bit
No,
stressed.
no, because it's flipping up and down. It's the rotational bit on your phone.
No,
I'm
no.
yeah.
Oh,
It
no.
seemed broke. No, he's on a webcam, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're on a webcam.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
No,
your
it's
phone.
my I think it's the cable,
Yeah.
but I think it should be good now.
Hive Market. Oh, Hive Market Minis is here.
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, I told him I was going to start my 24-hour thing on the stream. Hive Market Minis, I lied. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't get everything set up. I'm going to do it either later tonight, but probably start tomorrow morning. Thank you for showing up, especially because it's so late, because you're in the UK. No, you're not in the UK. You're in the United States. Because we had a conversation about healthcare. That's how I know.
Yeah.
Forget everything I said.
But I'm doing some terrain. I'm doing like a bit of terrain here. This is terrain for my game at Games Workshop on Sunday.
Radon also
Getting some dirty down on here.
Radon also said, I just had an idea for a Tyranid Bio-Titan made purely of tentacles.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That would be messy.
Jeez.
Sounds wild.
Yeah.
It does. Sounds right up to Hydra's alley.
Yeah.
Oop.
I lurked the other day on the Discord for what's its face?
Tentacle Lovers Anonymous?
No. Midjourney.
Oh.
Someone put in Cthulhu and created some Cthulhu pictures, and I was like, that's working actually pretty well.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's always an interesting ride. But
As long as you can afford the admission.
Now, for something we've not touched yet, which I know you mentioned earlier, Nick. How was the Kill Team tournament?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, yes, I'm really glad you did that. I am all over the map today. I'm sorry about that. More so than usual. I'm pretty over the map usually. Thank you, Flynnhammer. Yes, so I played my first ever Kill Team tournament last week. Shout out Maple Leaf Wargaming, which is the club that I've somehow become a part of. Shout out to Sam Zolak for getting me in on that. They are some nice folks. I thought that they were all about competitive play, but this time I met some really cool people who are more about like the hobby side too, like the converting, painting, that kind of stuff. So it was great. I played the Tyranid Kill Team, which if you know much about Kill Team, they're from the Compendium, which is the book that like kind of the index that Games Workshop released when Kill Team came out. So some people have disparaged them because they're not one of the like sexy new teams that has like fancy new rules, but I don't know, I think they were fun. I had 1 win and 3 losses in my 4 games. I didn't actually realize that I had won. It was in my last game, and my opponent seemed a little bit salty at the end of the game, and I didn't really realize why, and it was because I beat him by 1 victory point.
Oh wow.
And it was kind of like we didn't get, you're supposed to play 4 turns in Kill Team. We didn't get all the way to the final turn. So he technically could have had more time, but oh shit. Done. How did I do that? But our tournament organizer said, like, you know, we're running out of time, call this game after the 3rd round. So yeah, I won 1 game. Woo! But I wasn't there to win. I was there to try the game, to have fun, to get some Xenos representation in there. I did win Best Painted, which was cool. That's kind of like the award that I was more concerned about. Versus like winning the actual tournament. Yeah, and it was cool. Ripley, chill. Go, lie down. Sorry, dog's freaking. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Everyone was super nice. All my opponents were super nice. There was a bunch of Space Marine kill teams there, but I fortunately didn't have to face one. No, sorry, that's a lie. I faced 2.
I
But
Harder games.
forgot about it again.
well, wait, shit, yeah, you're right, half my games. So I faced in my 4 games. Hold on a sec. Gotta clean up some dirty down before it makes a mess in my workspace. As I'm about to tip this friggin' thing, because I have it here open. That's dumb. I faced, in my first game, I faced Imperial Navy Breachers, who were the guys who were in the kill team box with the Kroot. And they were tough, man. Like, they had all kinds of tricks up their sleeve that they could do. That guy kicked the crap out of my Tyranids. He was a very good player. I was shocked that he didn't come higher in the rankings. But he was a nice guy, and that was my first game, so I was really, like, getting the hang of the rules for that one, so he had to be very patient with me. I had played before, but, like, not a ton. So there was that, and then after the Imperial Navy Breachers, I played against Phobos Space Marines, which I don't know if this is, like, the worldwide meta, but, like, in our tournament meta, there was 5 or 6 Phobos Space Marines teams.
What is Phobo?
Phobos is like the Reavers. Like those, remember the new guys they gave that have kind of like high top shoes on?
Oh,
and they
yeah.
have a skull mask.
Yep.
Yeah, so those are Phobos
Okay.
like Marines. They're basically like the new version of Space Marine Scouts before they brought back Scouts in that recent preview. So yeah, I fought them, and that was really cool. That was an Into the Dark board, so it was like Space Hulk style. So for that one, I ran all Gene Stealers, and they did very well, but I still lost. So that was fun. And then after that, I faced Sam. I actually had to play against Sam, so it was a bit like Padawan facing his Jedi Master. Let's see if I could use all the tricks he taught me to beat him. I did not use all the tricks he taught me to beat him. He played friggin' boring ass Space Marine. You know how Games Workshop did that blind box Space Marine team? Like the recent one? Yeah, so he played those guys. Like, he literally ran around Toronto going to all the GameStops trying to get all of these Marines just so he could use them in the tournament.
Wow.
To the point where GameStops, like, the GameStop started recognizing him and they stopped selling him the Marines. They're like, no, man, you gotta leave some for someone else.
All he had to do was just get one of the display boxes and it would get all 8.
I thought that was how it worked.
That is how it works. I just picked up a display
because I got
all of them.
I got all the Nurgle guys.
Yeah.
And I just got one of the full boxes, and it had all the Nurgle guys and then one duplicate. So
yeah,
I don't know.
that's how it works. But some places won't allow you to buy more than like 1 or 2.
Oh, jerks. Okay. I bought mine from Amazon Japan because they were only available in Japan.
Yeah, they were, because they're not available here in the UK. Managed to get mine off on eBay for like half
They're not
the price.
available in the UK?
No, not at the moment. They will eventually be available at Games Workshop stores for like 10 quid a box or something ridiculous. I managed to get mine. This is me being bragging, and I know I'm being bragging. I managed to get mine for
whatever. It's Space Marines. No one cares.
Yeah, I got mine for 39 quid, which is less. This is half of the amount that people are actually charging for a normal box. Just buy it now. So I was just there like, yes.
Sweet, good work.
Talking about Games Workshop boxes, I have one arriving with me the other day. Oh, I have 2.
What?
Yes. Now I'm proud owner of 3 different Games Workshop boxes, which are older.
Oh, that was the skeleton ones that you got for.
Yeah, so I got the skeleton ones, and I got the Embol one, and
nice.
And I got the other day still another one.
Look at you.
Yes.
Did either of you two go for the Rogue Trader rulebook?
I did. Oh shit.
What?
My headphones are dying. I don't know where my other headphone is because my desk is a mess. There it is. Oh, I almost missed it. Or I didn't almost miss it. It's still available. If for some reason you want to buy the original Rogue Trader rulebook. Wait, you guys say something? I gotta see if I can hear you.
I said it's available until Monday.
No, of course I can't hear you because my headphones are fucking garbage. One sec. Bear with.
So is it the
Oh man, I gotta open a door. It smells like dirty down in here.
Yeah, so it is the original book. I think they might have, I don't know what they've done, if they've taken anything else in or out, but it's the one that's been available at Warhammer World.
Yeah, I was
Been
about to
for a
say,
while.
is that one?
Yeah, it's that one. They have put it as made to order. So if, for example, you live in somewhere which just costs an arm and a leg just to be able to fly over to the UK, just to be able to get to Nottingham to buy that book, it's a lot better for those people.
Yeah.
Even though I live in the UK, it's just having that bit, oh, I'll go to Nottingham today. It's just like, oh, no, I'm not doing that because I don't drive. It'll
Yeah.
be train fares, and it's just ridiculous, those prices.
Okay.
Like you have to plan it way in advance to get a decent price for tickets.
Yeah, I when I
Okay.
once went to Nottingham, I was like, I'll take a train, and I did not plan in advance. I'm like, it's gonna cost me how much? And I was
Yeah,
not prepared.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I got it.
Oh,
I ordered it because I don't know why. I've got like I think I have almost all the other rule books. So I was like, oh, I should have the Rogue Trader rule book. That's, for the sake of completionism or whatever. So I did pick it up.
So
Have you got all
Did you
just
pick
out of curiosity, how much was it?
it was too
£40?
much. It was
Okay.
I think it was about $80 Canadian. It
Yeah,
was
so
too
it's
much.
£40 here in the UK, which is actually the same price as what the 4th edition Codex was priced at when I started playing.
Okay,
So
I'm
to be
wondering
honest,
what the price is at Warhammer World if it was more expensive to buy it on the site. I assume it's not, but I don't
I
know.
think it'd be the same, to be honest.
Do you know how much it is at Warhammer World?
I do not.
No, but I think it would be the same price because
I hope so.
uh, unless they would have had to have. I'm trying to think. They would have had to either have raised the price just on that day and then put it back, or something
No, they're not going
else.
to do
But
that. They're not going to do that.
no, but legally they are able to do that stuff in the UK. But I think for Games Workshop they wouldn't have done that because they would have had. But then again, people wouldn't be. I just don't think they would
Okay,
have done
don't
that as a
overthink it,
company.
Flynn. Don't overthink
Yeah.
it.
So
It's
I'm just
probably
Tom
the
thinking
same
like
Wilson,
price.
how much was it?
Well, Tom Wilson says he got it at the...
4-0.
He said he ordered his today.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, right now it's 4-0, but
Yeah,
we were
£40.
asking about what it used to be.
Oh, 40 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking if they had done any
Rip.
shenanigans.
You're fine.
Rough.
Sorry, that's my dog. Another dog is barking. He is responding in kind. This is really hard to show on camera, painting this damn thing, but basically I put a bunch of dirty down on it, and now I'm going back with a wet brush to kind of move it around and smear it to get some...
I'll be back in a sec.
Good effects. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably
Dave
call
Pike,
this soon. It's getting late.
Yeah. Dave Pikey does say, thank you for the positive comments on my Gene Silicon Mega Scale. I got silver in the best of the West.
Oh, yeah, you tagged me in it. Thanks for tagging me, buddy. Silver, that's pretty good. Congratulations.
Yeah. And I was thinking, while Hydra goes away, his screen will start to rave.
Oh, does it? Oh, no. Okay. Well, Hydra's away, the screen will play. You need to monitor that, because I can't look at it right now.
It's actually just flipping from side to side, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it might make people sick. I should probably turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill it. It's not helping anyone. Sorry, people.
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize how bad... Oh, that's not the word.
To be honest, the bit in the picture is the Karen and the Commissaire Gaunt stickers are actually staying in place. It's everything else that's
weird.
moving.
That is weird. I have too many
Karen,
windows.
I will not move.
Karen is Karen. Karen's going to Karen. That's what's going to happen.
John Common, I think it's very new to chatting to us, says, I think the book used to
Hi,
be
John.
£35 at Warhammer World, but it might have gone up since then.
They probably, yeah. If they released it for 40, it probably went up at Warhammer World, I'm guessing, to at least 40. I mean, I guess they could give you a deal if you go all the way there, but who knows?
To be honest, I think the reason they put it at 40 was so you get free shipping on it.
Oh, that's a good point.
During COVID, they dropped it down to 20 quid.
For free
they
shipping?
were doing a lot of, free shipping. And then at some point afterwards, they were like, back up to 40 quid it goes, with no notice of anything.
Oh, that's
It was
cheeky.
down at 40 quid for ages, and then they all of a sudden they jumped it back up.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're thinking of wrapping soon, we need to do the line.
The line? Oh,
Yes.
please like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. I always forget to do this. You want to do the line?
Yeah. Line. Yeah. If
You
you
are
enjoy...
not really into this today, Jones.
No, I'm trying to focus on this damn thing, and I'm realizing that it's not easy to show it on camera because it's like I'm painting this huge thing, but I've had a long week, okay?
Yeah. That panel you've been doing there,
Oh, you know,
like the short end looks good.
Guess what I'm using right now?
What's that? I turned your camera off because you were
Yeah, we turned your
having a
camera
rave.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
You went into
the
rave
rust.
mode.
shaking some rust water solutable paint.
Oh, nice.
Some
Who's that
dirty
from?
down.
Oh, Dirty Down. Oh, you're getting some Dirty Down too. Good.
Yes.
Good man. Have you used it much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Freaking love it.
It's fun.
Although it sometimes can be quite tricky to get work as you want it to.
Yeah, if you're looking for like a specific effect, I more just like put it on and like do stuff for me, be interesting, and then it just kind of like does its thing. I don't go in looking for specific results.
Yeah.
So the line, the fun line, the good line. If you've enjoyed the #1 Tyranid shit show on the internet, why don't you drop a like? If you want to find out more, or find out when we're streaming next time, or you want to make sure you don't miss it, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of it. And if you're watching the VOD later, why not drop a comment of what your favorite bit of the stream, or what giant you think I should post, or what was your weirdest thing you've used in a Tyranid conversion has been,
Or what was the
anything else we've
shittiest
talked
part of the
about.
shit show? I don't know.
Yes.
Do
Most
you think
likely me
Hydra
doing
should
this
host
bit
more
here.
raves?
Well, what music would you put to Hydra's rave on his screen?
There you go.
My camera hasn't been raving for quite a while now. I just wanted to let you know that.
As soon as you went away, it started raving.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. It
Oh,
did, yeah,
did
as soon as you went away, honestly. Flynnhammer, tell me if it starts raving again. Back up. We're giving it another chance.
Well, you didn't put it up front, so you can leave it away by now.
No. The only reason I didn't put it up front was that I was paying attention to this thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna weather all this terrain in this one stream. I got through like maybe a quarter of it.
Yeah. So with your dirty down, do you water it down?
I don't. So what I do is I put it on straight from the bottle at first, and then I go back with a wet brush and mess it around.
Okay, yeah.
But the thing with dirty down is that you got to let it like fully dry to see what it's gonna do. So if I let this fully dry, maybe it would be fine. But I don't know. What I basically do is I try to hit the clean edges of it with a brush so that it doesn't look as pooly. But I should probably leave some. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just doing randomness. Hoping for the best. I should probably just leave. Okay, I made it all the way around. All right, great.
To be honest, that's most of the bit of terrain work.
You know what you could do to speed this up?
What?
You could sprinkle some from a distance on the model, and then use a spray spray
bottle
with like water spray.
You know those spray cans that you spray your plants with, some water sprayer.
Yeah, like a mister or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. So if you sprinkle it on, or if you use a mister first and kind of wetten the area, and then you.
That'd be good for top down. I know you're saying that you use the spritzer bottle to spray. Yep, raving. And just get it on there, and then you use like water just to spread it out. I'm just thinking if you just do it that way with the spritz bottle, it actually work pretty effectively to replicate rain.
Oh, maybe. I think he means like put the dirty down on and then hit it with the water from the spray bottle.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
This way you don't have to go in all the recesses individually.
Yeah.
I think that's what's eating up your time.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I did it, and then like I sent pictures to because I was sent the dirty down from Fenris Workshop. Shout out Fenris Workshop. Want to buy some dirty down? You can get it from my affiliate link in the description. And the guy from Fenris Workshop was like, "Oh, that's really interesting. I've never seen people do it like that before." I'm like, "Oh, am I doing it wrong?" He's like, "No, I usually see people put it on like dark colors and like heavily to get like the full rust effect. He hasn't seen people like wet it and use it as like a kind of like wash sort of thing." So I don't know.
But to be honest, the way you're doing it looks like it's like you're getting the center bit of the rust. Like you leave it on there for a bit, it stains that area, and then you're putting the water on to drag it out further, so it's like the rust spreads.
Yeah, like
Which
it
looks more
can make it
natural.
more like dirty, so it's not just like rust spot here and everything else is clean. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably if I just left it, like the rust effect might be better, but I don't know.
But I'm liking it that way.
Thanks. Well, we'll see what happens when it's done. Simon?
What I also like is like going back and forth. So
adding more on top?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do enough of that. I should do more of that. Good idea.
Well, what you're doing there is, you know, is just you try to cover ground, and going back and forth is not very time economic. So I can totally understand if you don't do it. But on a model, I really like that.
Yeah.
So for my Cthulhu gang, I'm want them to have a nice contrast between. I want them not to be bone colored, but bone colored with a hint of green,
Yeah.
and to contrast nicely with the rest. I want the rest to be either black or kind of warm colors.
Yep.
To contrast to have a greater contrast with the with the greenish skin tone. And so it wasn't planned, but suddenly I find myself covering everything in dirty down because it brings that orangey tones to it, and that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So I started with maybe I should add some here, and now I'm slapping it all over the place.
That is what I do. That is how I got into it. I was like, oh, I'm going to do a little bit here, and then I just slapped it. Now I'm getting into the yellow dirty down, which is the other rust color. Where am I going to put all this stuff?
But I think I'm going to call it.
Yeah,
I have two dudes left of the gathering, but I'm not going to finish them tonight.
So, thanks, Simon. Flynnhammer, what were you going to say?
My laptop is about to die, and I need to get a new charger cable for it. So yeah.
Oh shit! Oh well, perfect timing then.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, gents.
You made it. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Hope
Keeping
you guys have
my
a good
fingers
one.
crossed. Yeah. Keeping
Fingers
my fingers crossed for your charity project there.
Oh, this is a charity project?
Oh no, not charity. Your 24-hour terrain project.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for something. We'll see what it is, but I'm gonna go for something, definitely. So you can look forward to that. Something will be happening this weekend. Because I really like the idea that High Market Minis came up with, that give yourself like a defined time period to work up like a cool piece of terrain. So I definitely want to give that a go. And I have a good weekend for it because Nora's away. So while Nora's away, the dork shall play. Not to say that I couldn't do it if Nora was here, but if Nora was here, we'd have like other plans and stuff like that. Right now, my only plan is dealing with this stressed out Poochie who keeps whimpering in the background. I don't know how much people can hear that, but
I don't.
Ripley cam.
Okay.
We need doggo cam.
oh, I should get some doggo cam in before we finish. How do I do that? Where
Camera
is
upwards.
this thing?
Till doggo.
I have face cam here, but it didn't show up. My other webcam appears to be on. I don't know what it's showing in, but
Definitely say it's not been showing on stream.
no, it's not been showing on stream, and I tried to pull it up and it refused. So where the heck even is my normal cam? Face, Nikon. There's face. Is it the stupid thing where disk OBS like makes it 1 pixel large? Go away. Let's get image video capture. Man, I really need to not do this 24-hour stream tonight because I need some sleep. Okay, here we go. And what? Why does it not? Oh, there we go. What? No, give me the device that is clearly on.
Typically, doggo cam is the one way to summon the agent of chaos in Bio Joe.
All I can get up is a shitty webcam. On my laptop, on my monitor. Oh, okay, you're going to get a shitty webcam because apparently this other webcam is on, but not doing anything. Ripley, come here.
No, we had you.
Oh! Oh! Here is Zdoggo with his donut of shame.
Kono
Because
shame.
he has a cyst on his back that ruptured, and he is not happy about it. And he is not happy about being in here because he's so close to his favorite place to play, but he can't go out there. Isn't that right, Ripley? Oh, are you about to puke? Don't puke on me. Hi, buddy. Don't worry, I'm going to give you some drugs now for your pain. Got some good doggy drugs. I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now I see
Yes.
what you mean with donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it was something different name for the cone of shame.
Well, we gave him
Comfort.
a cone, but he eats the cone. Like he'll literally chew the edge of it. He's a
Oh,
jerk
shit.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a big jerk for that. So we can't give him the cone anymore because he eats it. So we need to give him the donut.
He's found the solution.
As long as it's working,
Sorry.
that's good.
Where's
We
your-
had last time my dog, no, not the last time, but she had to had a surgery at some point, and
Yep.
we didn't take good care of her wearing her stupid collar because she
Yep.
hated it like hell and back. But we didn't take good care of her, and kind of always found excuses why she didn't need to wear it right now and put it on later and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah, she licked herself like mad, and
Oh.
that
Was not good
made
for her.
everything way more expensive and time consuming
Mm-hmm.
than it could have been. So
Oh, sorry, man.
yeah,
Hey,
long ago.
where's your 3rd edition codex gone? Because it wasn't that behind you.
Fuck is it? Did it fall down? Oh, it fell down.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Just
no.
making sure
Well, no,
that
I do a
disappeared
thing
out of
where when I go into those bins, I take the book that's in front and I chuck it in the bin. Sorry, not like the British bin.
I know what you
Also,
mean.
folks,
I
meant
chuck
the
it in the
bins
storage
and-
device.
Yeah.
Also, what?
we have 3 likes by now.
Likes?
I've got
Yes,
16.
under this video. I think we're more people in the chat than 3.
Yes,
Because
please like this video right now if you're in the chat.
yes,
I've got it showing as
Come
16
on.
with 11 watching.
and hit the heart button. Woo!
Give us some love. Even if you think this was a shit show, give us some love, please.
Woo!
Because I am currently huffing Dirty Down for your entertainment. So make it worth my while.
Have you
yes.
got the one you're missing now, Nick?
The one I'm missing? Oh, yeah.
Codex.
That was what I was saying earlier. Will literally sent me his what is it, 7th, 8th? I don't know.
Wait.
Edition Codex, because he's a lovely
Yes.
human being, and I just picked it up today actually. So it's sitting.
Nice.
I gotta get it out of the pack. Hey, chill. I have to get it out of the package they
Okay,
sent it
kids.
to me in.
I'm out. I wish you
Thanks,
good night.
buddy.
Yeah.
Good night to you
Have
as
a safe-
well.
Stay
Might be
safe
fun.
and stay healthy.
Yep, you too, buddy. Flynnhammer, thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thanks, man.
Bye, Simon.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you to everyone in the chat, especially if you just gave us a couple more likes. That is very kind.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah. And we will chat again soon. We will, I guess I have to stream on Wednesday night. I haven't set that up yet, but I will. I'll schedule something. But there will be another stream this weekend. Mark my words. It will be me trying to get as far as I can through a... Oh, that's Simon's video gone. Trying to get as far as I can through a... God damn it.
24 hours.
24-hour challenge. Yes, a 24... Thank you, Flynnhammer. A 24-hour scenery challenge. And yeah, I just have to set up... I want to... Like, it's a 12 by 12 tile. And I want to get a better video setup than I have here, because this video setup, as you can see, as I'm trying to do scenery here, is a little limiting. But I'm going to literally set it up on our dining room table, because Nora's not here. So I can do whatever the heck I want. And I can also hang out with Ripley, and he probably won't freak out as much when we're in the house, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just got to get all that set up, and then we'll start probably early tomorrow morning, because I'm a morning person. So that would be fun. So you can look forward to that. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, or else you're going to miss it. And yeah, you can look... Oh god, I'm getting dirty down all over me. I think this is a sign that I need to stop. Yes, you can look forward to that. Flynnhammer, thank you so much for sticking it out, buddy. I'm a little bit scattered this evening. Thank you for putting up with my scatteredness. I always appreciate it. Thank you for masterminding Nidvember and for leading the charge on that. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to Nidvember this month. I wanted to tell you that though I have ideas for like a psychophage, because that's the one model in Leviathan that moves me the least, I think that I actually came up with an even wilder idea that I'm going to do for Nidvember, so I'm not going to share more now, but yeah, it's going to be in the realm of, once Tyranids digest stuff on the planet, how do they get it into orbit? I will not answer that question, but I will show you with a model that I want to make.
And I know the answers for that already.
No, you don't. Not my answer. Well, I'm going to show you in Nidvember. That's my goal. So I went to home. It's going to be big. I went to Home Depot. I bought a sheet of Masonite hardboard, and because I'm a scab, I got them to cut it for me into 12 by 12 squares. And I think I should use one of those 12 by 12 squares as a base for aforementioned Tyranid.
Oh yeah.
Non-combat Tyranid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. And I look forward to seeing what all of you get up to, too, in Nidvember. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And at some point, we need to go over June Stealer.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I should plug it here. We have a very special stream planned for you for episode 100, which is only like 2 streams away. We're on... This is 98, I think? Episode 98 of the Creature Conference. This is for people who stuck around to the end, who put up with our bullshit right until the bitter end. We're going to have a special guest for episode 100, and it's going to be someone who you knew before you heard anything about us. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to be like, special guest, surprise, it's Hive Fleet Moloch. It's going to be big. It's going to be cool. So you can look forward to that for episode 100. We're still setting it all up, but I'm really excited.
Episode 100 will be delayed until we can make sure it works.
No. We're planning. We've spoken to the person. We've given them the dates. We're coordinating. I think episode 100 is coming around November 17th or something like that. So very soon.
Just double check.
Whatever.
24th. Right, is that correct?
No.
No, 17th. 17th is correct. I can't read.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so you can look forward to that. And thanks for hanging out in the stream. Sorry I didn't do any like fancy sculpting or converting. I just paint stuff and talk bullshit. But I was happy to talk bullshit. Thank you to everyone in the chat once again for sticking around. And thank you, Flynn.
That's right.
And I will talk to you again soon, my man.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Oh, and the last thing I'm going to show, because I didn't really mention it before. The most proud thing that I accomplished this week is this frickin' number 2 on this silo.
That just sounds okay. Cool.
Shit.
You
I didn't take a
need
poo.
it.
Damn it! I drew the stencil out. I cut it out of masking tape. I slapped it on there. I stippled on some darker blue. I stippled on some lighter blue. I scrubbed it a bit to make it rubbed out. I stippled on some orange over it, and I think it just looks mwah. So I'm super happy with this silo thing, but I need to get more paint on it. Oh, and then I messed around with some AK liquid pigment because I wanted to do graffiti, but it didn't work out because this stuff is very liquidy. So now it's just like random, I don't know, radioactive crap coming out of the reactor. Anyway, that's it for me. I've said goodbye 1,000 times now. Thanks, Flynn. And I'll talk to you again soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.